West will come down outside. Black Thunder 2 lead out lane. Bucks Bond 2 and a trot.
Betfair, proud sponsors of Irish racing on RTE.
Right, we've obviously been asking for a few questions for the lads over the last couple of days or so we're going to try and put a few to Ted and Barry. The first one, Ted, which is an interesting one from Richard Finnegan. He says, everyone wants a winner, but can Ted give us a favourite he thinks is a surefire loser? In other words, avoid at all costs. Who would it be?
I think my 10 to yours is as good a horse to avoid in the first race. He's 6-4 in a right good race with plenty of runners. And I think him or Q Card for me would be two that I think I could see them getting chinned.
What about you, Barry?
I would be at the price. I think the Arkle is a dead match between Simon Sig and Overturn, and I think I'd be laying Simon Sig. You know, I think on the day they're going to bet probably 4-7, 7-4. At the moment, it's 4-7 and 11-4. So you could back Overturn. It's just like laying Simon Sig, or you can go on and lay Simon Sig at 6-4 on and have the field running for you. But I think he's the one that I'd be taking a chance with.
Alan Murphy says, Ted, that rain looks like it's on its way at Fisher's Cross on the Albert Bartlett is a pretty nice price at the moment. Would you agree with that?
I would, but I think the lads in Close Sutton are very fond of Ballycasey. But Fisher's Cross is a good stay-on horse and gets the trip well, stays well. But I think Ballycasey might just have a bit gear from. But if that girl fancies at Fisher's Cross, she should definitely look at Inch Island in one of the handicaps, because he ran Fisher's Cross to a length and a half at the previous Cheltenham meeting.
A question from Gavin Kelly, Barry. Binocular in the Champion Hurdle. Is this horse past it, do you think? Is he just making up the numbers now?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, you know, the run behind Hurricane Fly in Leopardstown, he came in for some debate whether he was given a hard race. He obviously wasn't given a hard race. He probably wasn't entitled to be given a hard race on the bad ground either. I think in what looks a pretty open Champion Hurdle, I think he could be there or thereabouts. Yeah, I don't think he's a foregone hope at this stage.
Okay, Ted Dinast for the RSA says Andrew Fitzpatrick, surely a banker, and at 9-4 a decent price.
Yeah, the chat is now that he's going to run in the Juicing.
Oh, right, okay.
That's the general chat. The money for him in the last couple of days seems to be all going towards the Juicing. So maybe that's where he's going. If he is, it'll leave the RSA quite an open race.
I was at a preview night with Desi Hughes, and he's obviously a huge fan of Arconnor. Looks to do absolutely everything right, travels well, jumps well, and not a bad price considering. Yeah,
no, he's definitely the best of the Irish ones. That's without a shadow of a doubt. He looks a really nice horse, the way he quickened up in Leopardstown last day. Another one, is he ground dependent? Desi seems to think he's not, but he's done all his winning with a bit of give in the ground. If there's a bit of give come the last day of the festival, he'll be well backed, very, very well backed, and he could take a bit of beating in the race. I'm not sure. It's hard to tie up the Irish and English 4-year-old form at this stage, because the English horse that ran in Leopardstown, Runcana, is obviously nowhere near the best of the English 4-year-olds. So it's hard to weigh that up. But yeah, definitely going there with a big, big chance.
Ted, the Fox Hunters Chase as well. Is there a couple of horses you might fancy in that?
I think Salsify has done everything right all year long. He's ran up a couple of times against Tammy's Hill, but I think his run at Leopardstown was good. He's won around there. The Sweeney's horses are in good order. Coleman rides him absolutely brilliantly. I think at 3 or 4 to 1, whatever beats him will win the Fox Hunters.
Richard Finnegan wants to know as well, will Katie be riding Poker to Savola in the cross country, and if so, put it on her?
I don't know that. She wasn't riding him up to today anyway, you know. But she might be a call from somewhere along. As far as I know, she wasn't riding him anyway, you know.
This is an interesting one for you, Ted. Would you swap your Grand National with Papillon in 2002 for 3 Scudettos with AC Milan? Wants to know Kevin Bates.
For 3 what?
Scudettos with AC Milan titles.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go across the road to Goffs to see AC Milan play.
A lot of support for Silviniaco Conti as well in the Gold Cup. So Barry, agreeing with you. Captain Chris as well placed to go in the Gold Cup for me. So somebody else, would you agree with that?
Sorry?
Captain Chris?
I don't think so. Not this year.
West will come down outside. Black Thunder 2 lead out lane. Bucks Bond 2 and a trot.
Betfair, proud sponsors of Irish racing on RTE.